Alright, Schlockmeisters fans, I'm going to re-review an old movie of mine from my previous channel, Space Raiders. Let's check it out. David Mendenhall plays Peter. I think his parents are like royalty on whatever planet they're on.
The executive board's coming down this afternoon. We don't want any robots picking up our executives.
Suddenly, Vince Edwards leads a group of pirates. Space pirates. And of course, he's gonna jump on board the ship they're gonna take. Without them knowing, of course. The pirates get on board, take that ship, and they're off. Having no idea about the cargo. One of their guys didn't make it, though. Back on the planet, David's parents, Peter's parents.
The board of directors will leave me alive.
Your boy get out all right? Peter? You didn't know he was in there? I saw him playing. Nowadays.
Peter befriends Vince Edwards' character, Hawk.
My name is Hawk. Used to be Colonel Hawkins. C.W. Hawkins. Back when being in the space service really meant something.
And a space battle. They stop at a space station.
It's not exactly vacation world.
And these guys are looking to kidnap him.
Around that kid's neck.
Wanna have a good time, boys?
We're having a good time. This place is full of dangerous people.
There's no telling what they would do to a little boy. The defense they've got is robots, and they'll be having a very serious power problem. Long enough for you to get in and hijack those ships.
How many? 4.
So Zariadon has a job for them.
Ever since he turned up.
I made him a promise. Now you're the only chance I've got to keep it. Tell him to get the ships ready.
Yes,
So
sir.
she's going to take the kid home.
I'll get the kid.
This movie also features an alien food fight.
There's a reason I never liked you, Hawk. You bring out the good in me. Go and get your kid. And you come back.
Somebody kidnapped him.
He got away.
But the kid found a way to escape off of an escape pod. Just in time. And he gets rescued. Of course, Hawk's a little disappointed in him.
Goddamn rocks. I hate rocks.
Teach Peter how to shoot, too.
Goddamn rocks!
So they drop off Amanda and the kid. They say goodbye to Hawk. But on their way out, they get attacked by a bunch of robot guards. Amanda and Peter manage to escape, but they're being attacked by Zariadon's ships.
Tub's got no power at all. Look, you're a kid. You're no gunner.
I'm the only gunner you got!
And a crash landing. where they face further attack.
Have you parents back on Procyon 3? I'm going to ransom you, and I'm going to kill your friend.
Well, they figure out that Peter's on board. They rescue him, but he dies in the process. And then he dies. Everyone around this kid seems to get shot.
No matter how many times I get shot, it still hurts like hell.
You're also willing to die for him.
Peter manages to get Hawk out of there, although gravely wounded, is he? He manages to bring Hawk back to life, too. Movie ends with Hawk dropping Peter off on his planet, and Hawk taking off. Alright, let's talk about Space Raiders. One of the very first movies I ever taped, when I mentioned I reviewed Nightmares the other day, I was on the same beta tape as Nightmares was Space Raiders. In fact, Space Raiders was firsts. Movie number 5 in my collection. I think it was literally the 5th movie I ever taped. So, there you go. This is an early film for me. Taped it back in, I'm going to say, November or December of 1984 originally. But anyway, I've seen it many times over the years. Back in those days when I didn't have much taped, I watched and rewatched what I did have taped over and over again. So, saw this movie quite a bit. Haven't seen it much over the last couple of decades, but I've seen it a few times here and there. It's not a great film by any means, but it's okay, and it's a quick way to pass 83 minutes if you got some time to kill. It's a sci-fi movie, obviously. This kid named Peter, played by David Mendenhall, who I think was the little punk brat in that Stallone movie with Over the Top. Awful movie, by the way. But anyway, he's like got some rich parents who are like presidents of whatever planet they're on or something. I don't know. But he stows away on the ship just when some pirates come in and steal the ship. So he's hanging around with a bunch of pirates now. Eventually they learn that he's there and they don't know what to do with him. They figure they got to take him back home, and he ends up bonding with them, especially Hawk, played by Vince Edwards, who's the captain of the ship. But a bunch of things happen along the way. They end up in a space station. The pirates get a job from this guy named Zariatin, who's some sort of weird-looking green alien. Zariatin wants to keep the kid there, kind of as a ransom, to make sure they come back from this job they do. They disagree. They go back and forth. Some other kidnappers realize who he is. They take him, but Peter manages to escape from them, gets back to Hawk and his crew. Ultimately, they send Amanda, the chick, who's played by Patsy Peasy. She's supposed to take him back, but on her way back there, they get attacked. They crash land. She gets shot. He gets kidnapped. They bring him back to Zariatin, and he's going to ransom him off. Well, then Hawk and his people find out about this. They're still in the space station, so they decide to rescue Peter there. They do, but everybody dies in the process, with the exception of Hawk. And he gets shot, although he shot Zariatin too, so he's dead. Hawk is gravely injured, but Peter and Hawk take off in the ship, and then they manage to get out of there. They escape. They get attacked. A space battle ensues, and Hawk passes out, but Peter manages to shoot his way out of there, blow up the ship that's following them, and then he manages to use some sort of medical device to bring Hawk back before he passes away completely. And then with that, Hawk takes him back to his home planet, drops him off, and that's how our movie ends. So anyway, like I said, it's a pretty cheap movie. I think this may have been Roger Corman who did this, because I think the exact same ship and the same music actually was used in Battle Beyond the Stars, which came out a few years before this, I think, and which was a critically better acclaimed movie too. But anyway, like I said, it's only 83 minutes long. It's harmless, cheap, cheesy fun, and I kind of enjoyed it at that level. So what are you going to do, right? So anyway, it is Space Raiders. I did notice, I've had this, it's put up by Scorpion, by the way. I've had this DVD a long, long time. But I did notice recently that it's been put out on Blu-ray too. So how about that? So anyway, you can get it. I'll leave a link to either the Blu-ray or the DVD, and you should check it out. Buy it. So click the link, buy it. Let me know what you think about Space Raiders. Leave some comments. Watch it. Bye.